I love you too, Melissa.
So that was a long drive here. And I don't have a place to stay. It's getting late today. Where do I go next?
Look at this. So just a slight change of plans with that campground being closed. I was going to go to Smoky Mountain National Park anyway, go stay at the Smokemont Campground. So it's not far, it's less than an hour from where that campground was closed. But I'm hungry, man. It's getting late in the day. I have yet to eat today. I'm just so ready to get a spot, set up my Coleman, cook some tuna, and regroup. So we're gonna stay in Rocky Mountain National Park for 2 nights, I think. There's a few things I wanna see, and then one of those days I wanna kind of go in and check out a couple of the close towns, Cherokee specifically. I've been through Cherokee, but didn't really get a chance to explore too much. So I wanna do that. So that's the game plan. Good morning from Smoky Mountain National Park. It is cold. We have driven to the eastern side of it. We're in Cherokee. Gonna go get some breakfast from Peter's Pancakes and Waffles. Feels like a waffle kind of day. Well, that breakfast was outstanding. Onyx stared at me the entire time. But now we're moving on. I want to get a little culture while I'm on this side, so we're gonna head to the Museum of the Cherokee Indian. We're in Cherokee, North Carolina, which is, it's amazing. I mean, there's just, well, I don't know, it's a little touristy. But let's see what this museum is like.
That was awesome, and also a bit disheartening. I mean, you know, learn about the Trail of Tears and all that kind of stuff, but it had lots of really cool stuff in there. Definitely worth the $12 entry. So now we're gonna move on to, I don't know where else. Definitely need a hike. I'm just waiting for it to warm up a little bit.
Don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but we're still in Cherokee, and this is Mingo Falls, and it's another 300 steps to the top. But I think this one will be better because you get all the climbing out, because you have to climb up to see the falls. That way you get to climb down on them when you're done, which is a lot different than Tula Gap, Tula Gorge, that one. I always love reading graffiti, but this one's good. There is no pie. Oh, Mom. That might be the best one yet. Mingo Falls. Definitely a challenge getting up here, but man, worth it. Yep. Alright, so the stairs weren't too bad. I counted 172 steps. It was way easier coming back down, but that waterfall was outstanding. highly recommended if you're in Cherokee. This is the Mountain Farm Museum. Really cool trail. This is one of the few trails in the park where you can take a dog. Can't actually take them in there, but there's a river trail that goes around it, and they're welcome. This is where last time we were here, we saw an elk taking a nap by the river. This river trail is awesome. Super scenic. I didn't really get to do it last time because, like I said, we ran into an elk. It was blocking the whole trail. So it's nice to be able to do this. And it's cool because he can do it too. I am doing the hike to Mingus Mill. And no, that is not the latest up-and-coming rapper. I don't think so. But I guess this mill was built in 1866, and it used to grind corn into meal for people of the village, towns, whatever. You know, because you gotta have your cornmeal. Can't live life in the South without cornbread. So this is cool. Apparently it did not use wood as a turbine, like most mills of the era. It actually used a steel turbine, which is neat. Cool. I don't know how far this thing goes, but doesn't it remind you of like the wooden water ride at Disney or something along those lines? Log flume. Log flume. That's what I was trying to think of. Does it remind you of a log flume? This thing goes on forever. Okay, I've made it to the source. So this is the actual river. And it looks like here, they made a little dam. All the way down to the mill, which spins a turbine, which grinds corn into cornmeal, which is what those ancient settlers, how about ancient? Which is what those early settlers used for almost every meal. I read on the little post over there that it says they ate cornmeal 2 to 3 times a day. I love cornmeal. Man, I love Smoky Mountain National Park. It's beautiful. This is not the right time to go here because kind of all the trees are dead, so we don't have all that greenery. But it's still gorgeous, and that was a lot of fun. I got to do a lot of new things that I had never done before. This is my 4th time here. A few things were closed still because it is early. It's still the end of March. I think it's March 28th or 29th. Lake Klingman's Dome, which is one of my favorite places, and I really wanted to go up there. I have another video about Klingman's Dome. I'll put a link to it somewhere. It was back before I did this whole YouTube thing, and it's mostly just from kind of pieced together from Instagram stories. But we are moving on. There's a couple more waterfalls, I think, along the way that I'm gonna hit. We're gonna go into Maggie Valley. I'm headed east towards Asheville, one of my favorite towns of all time. So I'm gonna hang out there, explore a little bit. I call them my second family. So I have a second family that lives near Asheville. They've got a farm in the mountains, which is awesome. So we're gonna go spend some time there with them. Probably won't record, but that's the plan for today. Just, like I said, continuing east. I've got one campground that I want to stay at, one of my favorite campgrounds. I may link it. I might keep it a secret. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. I am headed down to Smoky Falls. Don't ask me where I am. I'm not sure. Somewhere in North Carolina. Bit of a treacherous little hike to get down here, but it's supposed to be pretty. So this is from the upper observation deck. Whenever you have ropes to get down into a place, you know it's serious. It's tough to do with one hand. This place needs an elevator. Here is the lower part of the falls. That was definitely some exercise for the morning. Less of a hike and more of an all-out rock scramble. But that was cool. Haven't done one of those in a while. Well, moving on. I love the drive down into Maggie Valley. I think Maggie Valley is gorgeous and very underrated for travel people. Doesn't look as pretty right now because we're still in winter. But like I've done this drive in the fall when the leaves are changing. It is gorgeous. Lots of cool stuff to do. I'm gonna go to a motorcycle museum. Pretty excited about that. I feel like I have just become the waterfall channel, right? Anyway, this is Looking Glass Falls. One of the most beautiful drives I've ever done. It reminded me a lot of the Tail of the Dragon, which is not too far from here. So, looks like it's gonna be a popular one here. It's a pretty short hike down to the bottom, but worth it. Look at this.
If I haven't told you yet, I'm from Florida, and yeah, I've heard all the jokes. But being from Florida, I'm so used to seeing the world as being flat. Yes, we have the beach and lakes and Miami, but we don't have this diverse topography that you find in North Georgia and North Carolina. And these are the landscapes that appeal to me. These abundant waterfalls, these beautiful mountains, windy roads, these rocky hikes, this land carved by time. All of which is available to me within less than a day's drive. It's been 3 years since I've been in this area, and I'm quickly rediscovering my passion for nature, for this nature, for the sounds of birds, and of wind, and of water, for the feeling of rock underfoot and grabbing a vine for balance on a descent, the beautiful smell of decay in a rebirthing forest, these sights, these overwhelming sights of the nature in front of me. Wherever you are, whenever you are, take the time to appreciate the senses around you. Envelop yourself in nature, if only for a moment, and keep exploring life with an open mind.
This morning house so clear a light as any.
Look, I know what you're asking. Am I wearing Spanx under these jeans? Yes, I am. Why? Well, it was just 38 degrees in here. But yeah, I'm wearing Spanx under my jeans. So Spanx for asking. Oh man, I would have paid double for that shower. Which, at the campground I'm staying at, I got half off because of my American the Beautiful pass. So basically what I'm saying is I would have paid full price for that shower. It was that good. So funny story, my last shower was like 4 days ago at a gas station. And good shower, everything was good, but I forgot to put on deodorant afterwards. So later in the day, I was like, what's that smell? I smell something. Why do I stink? I showered. That's why. But not today. Not today.